Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've got an Amazon Fire TV stick and you want the absolute best 4K HDR experience, then stick around. Because in this video, I'm breaking down the 12 most important Firestick 4K HDR settings for 2025. By the end, your Firestick will be sharper, smoother and more reliable than ever, whether you're watching movies, sports or live TV. Now, the Firestick is a great device out of the box, but it doesn't always give you the best picture or sound automatically. A few tweaks in the settings can completely change your viewing experience. So grab your remote and let's walk through this together. Let's start off by going to Settings, Display and Audio, and then choose Display. In here, choose Video Resolution and set it to Auto, or manually select 2160p 60Hz if available. This ensures you're always outputting in true 4K. If it's left on a lower setting, your Firestick might downscale and you won't actually be seeing all the detail your TV can handle. Still under the display settings, choose Match Original Frame Rate and set this to On. Now this prevents stutter by syncing the Firestick with the natural frame rate of the movie or show. So instead of weird motion or judder, you get that smooth cinematic look every time. Next, choose Calibrate Display and press the up and down buttons on your remote to adjust the display until all 4 arrows fit perfectly inside your screen. This prevents part of the picture from being cut off at the edges, so subtitles or movie details don't get cropped out. Now go into Dynamic Range Settings and set it to Adaptive. This way, your Firestick automatically switches between SDR, HDR10 and Dolby Vision depending on the content. You'll get the deepest blacks and the brightest highlights only when the movie or show actually supports it. No fake HDR that washes out the picture. Now, I've just got a quick question for you. What's your #1 streaming frustration right now? Is it buffering, lack of content, or maybe something else? Drop a comment and let me know. And if your frustration is blocked content, that's where a VPN helps. Now, I use NordVPN. It keeps your connection private and unlocks shows from anywhere in the world. I'll leave my link with a deal and 4 months free right below this video. Go back to the display and audio settings, HDMI CEC device control, and make sure this is on. This allows your Firestick and TV to talk to each other. Now, with one remote, you can control power and volume. No more juggling remotes. But here's the bigger benefit for 4K streaming. Enabling HDMI CEC ensures that when your Firestick switches into HDR or Dolby Vision mode, your TV automatically adjusts to the right input settings. That means you're always getting the correct color space and dynamic range without having to fiddle with your TV settings. Seamless and optimized for 4K HDR. On the Firestick 4K and 4K Max, the old screensaver has been replaced with Ambient Experience. Now, still in the display and audio settings, tap back up the menu and choose Ambient Experience, then Ambient Preferences. Here you can choose artwork, widgets, or a clock. Now, while this isn't directly about picture quality, customizing it matters for 4K owners. If you leave it on heavy widgets or constant image rotation, it can use up memory and background processing, which sometimes slows down performance when you switch back to streaming. By keeping the ambient experience light, for example, just using artwork or a clock, you free up more resources for smooth, stable 4K playback when you hit play. Still in the display and audio settings, this time go to Audio, Surround Sound, and choose Best Available. Now this setting automatically selects the highest quality audio your system supports. On a Dolby Atmos setup, this unlocks immersive cinema-style sound that really brings 4K content to life. Next, go to Preferences, Data Usage Monitoring, and make sure this setting is set to off. Now this stops the Firestick from tracking your data in the background. It reduces overhead, freeing up more performance for smooth 4K streaming. Now go to My Fire TV, Developer Options, ADB Debugging. Now, unless you're connecting your Firestick to a PC, keep this turned off. And why does this matter for streaming? Well, leaving ADB debugging on can create unnecessary background connections, which not only makes your Firestick less secure, but can also slightly impact performance. By turning it off, you reduce overhead, keep your device more stable, and make sure every bit of processing power is focused on delivering smooth 4K HDR playback. To keep your Firestick running at its best, it's a good idea to clear the cache every now and then. You can do this for all apps at once or just for the specific streaming app you're using. Clearing the cache helps prevent buffering, frees up space, and keeps your streams running in smooth, uninterrupted 4K. Here's how to do it. Go to Applications, Manage Installed Applications, then select an app like iPlayer or Netflix, then press the rewind button on your remote to clear the cache for that specific app. Or if you want a full reset, go back one step and choose Clear All Application Caches to wipe them all at once. Now go into your settings, network, and make sure your Firestick is using the fastest connection possible. If your router shows both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz networks separately, always pick the 5 GHz one. If your router, yes, router is really how we say it in the UK, or router if you're from the US, if it only shows one Wi-Fi name, don't worry. That usually means it's combining both bands automatically. In that case, just keep your Firestick close to your router or mesh point so it stays locked onto the 5 GHz signal instead of dropping down to 2.4 GHz. Finally, go to My Fire TV, About, and check for updates. New updates often fix bugs, improve compatibility with 4K HDR, and keep everything stable. And that's it, the 12 best Firestick 4K HDR settings for 2025. With these tweaks, you'll unlock sharper visuals, smoother playback, and a much more stable streaming experience. That was a bit of a mouthful. If you found this guide helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more Firestick and streaming device tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. You free up more resources for smooth, stable 4K playback. Did I say playback?